career, and stepping in to a big moment like that could certainly be tough. Now you turn it on its head here because you say the same thing for Ethan Hatcher, the sophomore from Brecksville, Ohio, stepping in the place of Jonathan Lowe, who's dealing with an injury. He's a number 6 wrestler in the country at 84. That was going to be a big matchup here at 184. Hunter Bolen steps in for the Hokies, the number 7 wrestler in the country. The Christiansburg Cowboy, as he's known locally, and now jumps in, maybe one of the better wrestlers of this lineup for Virginia Tech.
Yeah, it's pretty funny at the overall story of the duel. You know, he's going to be taking on Hunter Bolen, who is a monster on top and gonna be looking to score bonus in this match. And Hatcher did a great job against Arizona State. Was actually thrown in a headlock in the first 7 seconds of the match, but was able to fight off of it and then almost mount a little comeback towards the end. So he's tough. Ohio guy too, just like myself. So he earned some bonus points there for me.
Do they build them different in Ohio? You can be biased.
At certain schools.
Okay, gotcha. Because I'm sure half of New Jersey, Pennsylvania is probably tuning in right now, and they're cursing at the TV.
Let's avoid that. No, Pennsylvania is probably touted as the most dominant state, and that's kind of came down to facts now with NCAAs, how many guys are All-Americans from Pennsylvania. But we have some action here out on the mat. Hatcher's got a single leg up high. Bolen doing a good job keeping him extended here. Hatcher working his way back to the center. Bolen finds a nice little kick out, and he's out of there.
Bringing some energy to the Virginia Tech crowd here as well.
Almost ballet-ish in his kick out with the little spin after it, too. Kind of fits the theme.
Yes, there you
right?
go.
Yeah,
we're going to keep revisiting that theme. Okay.
Yeah.
I wish I could pull out any sort of ballet dancer. Balishnikov, maybe? There we go. I'm sure he's watching. Yeah.
I'm not too up to date on those.
I would be floored if you would. I don't know where I would go with this, but you know what?
Honestly, you could have just completely made up that last name you said, and I'm sold.
So Hunter Bolen, 13-2 on the year. Both of those losses to Caleb Romero, but also beat him in their most recent matchup at the Cliff Keen Invitational. Nice. Two-time All-American trying to finish here for 2 potentially, and he does.
Nice low double. There he's got that bent leg in. He's going to look to get maybe his left or right leg underneath that and use it to tilt Hatcher up. Yeah, if you could see that bent leg, it's terrible. It feels terrible. When your knee's all bent up like that, like another move that probably looks like it should be illegal. Kind of WWE-ish in its nature. And
so with Bolen trying, it's almost like he's trying to yank here. What's he trying to do?
So he's hopping off of his back foot, and basically he's trying to get all of his pressure going through Hatcher's right shoulder, kind of in a diagonal across. And there's a stall call as Hatcher is kind of bound up here on the bottom as we burn off these last few seconds of the first period. But the idea there is to hop, and get that guy to roll over that far shoulder. Kind of hard to do, though, when that guy's bound up like that, which, honestly, with that bent leg in there, not a bad idea. Because if he has his arms out, then your shoulder folds over it and makes it really hard to stop.
So once again, giving you a refresher on the team score, Cornell leading right now 9-3. Hunter Bolen going up against Ethan Hatcher. So for some of these matchups where the Hokies come in as the heavy favorite, that'd be important for Virginia Tech to get some bonus points added to the score here.
Bolen working hard on top here. You can kind of tell, you know, if he wanted to get it done on his feet, he's going to just kick this guy right away. But he worked for that mat return. Now working little bar action, trying to put that wrist on Hatcher's back. Hatcher probably looking like he might get warned here a little bit. Has his head down on the mat.
Over a minute and a half of riding time for Hunter Bolen.
And this is where it becomes interesting too, just in terms of owning or going out and earning a bonus point. Not that we're at all in that situation now, but you know, if Bolen wastes too much time on top, doesn't find a pin or even a turn, now he only has 2 minutes to go and find all those points somewhere else, which can be tough to do. So I'm assuming there might have to be some type of strategy implemented here for Bolen. Hatcher needs to do the same thing, kind of adjust what he's got going on, maybe find his escape here and get on some offensive of his own.
Bolen just got a caution there as well.
Bolen now at the right leg in. Kind of same idea here where he's attacking that far ankle. Going to be hopping, trying to break him down over that left arm.
Under a minute left to go here in the second period. Hatcher almost up with the escape, and then Bolen cracks him right back down to the mat.
That's one of those mat returns that's just become so prominent in NCAA wrestling, and it is such a doozy whenever you get up to your feet and then that guy just falls down onto your ankle. And the way that you fall down is the worst part about it, because it's better than getting lifted in mat return, because that hurts and it looks really cool for the other guy. But that one kind of feels lame. You're like, oh, really? Just sad. It's kind of like how your older sibling would try to trip you or something.
Yeah, I was lucky to be the oldest one myself. Nobody was worried about tripping me.
My older sister was a beast, though, man. She took it to me when I was little. But I remember the turning point where it was like we were fighting in my backyard when I was little, and my parents were like, listen, Brooks, we told you he was going to get bigger than you one day. And I finally had gotten to that point.
Right.
I needed to believe it for myself, though.
That's awesome. All your kids listening, believe in yourself. That's the Ty Wall story.
That's probably going to get worn to your feet as release. Bolen does a good job letting him go. 4-0 lead, including the riding time that is locked up for Hunter Bolen. Minute and a half left here. The hopes of a potential mismatch up bonus point thing for Bolen probably dwindling as the seconds go by.
Yeah, and for the fans at home, that's really what you have to worry about here if you're Virginia Tech down 6. Where do you make up for that the rest of these matchups?
Very few spots, but sets up mystery person to then be the hero, which is exciting.
Started this out at 157. Ulrey got the win for Virginia Tech in these last two matchups at 65. Julian Ramirez got the better of Connor Brady, and Foca pinned Jordan Florence Wrestling in the place of Makai. 40 seconds left to go.
Bolen probably looking to challenge himself here, see if he can't go and get another score against this guy. Hatcher doing a great job wrestling tough, keeping his head down there, trying to win that hand fight.
Bolen hang on here. Trying to get the bonus points, and looks like this one is just going to stay at 4-0 at the mid time. Cornell is not upset about that result.
No, I mean, when you put a guy out there against a number 4 or 5 ranked guy in the country, and